Hello book lovers, so it's Christina. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I am making my first reading blog. I'm reading this yellow honeybee book. Honeybee because it's like the color of honey. It's such a beautiful book. It's The Highwayman by Kerrigan Byrne. About halfway through. Tell me if I'm the only one, guys, but I have 4 kids. I have 3 girls and a little boy. He is about to be 2 years old. I never have time to read. Like, they've been home since obviously March, and they're driving me absolutely insane. I try to read when my son goes down for a nap. I try to get the girls to, like, occupy themselves so I can get some like me time in there, but it is hard. Let me tell you, these kids do not give me any peace of mind so that I can just like absorb my books. But it's great. I mean, I love being home with my kids, but yeah, us moms definitely need some unwinding time. I usually get when my husband comes home, I lock myself in my room for a little bit and I read. So I don't get to read as fast as a lot of other people do, and it kind of stinks. I don't know if any of you have that issue, but I definitely do, because I feel so limited on time. Like, if I'm not changing diapers and making breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I'm cleaning, washing clothes, like doing things around the house that really need to get done. Like, I see people doing like working, coming home, reading 4 books in like 2 days, and listening to audio. Like, I can't listen to audiobooks since my kids don't shut up. That's one. My son is super loud. My girls are loud and they're bored and they get obnoxious, and it's just like one's fighting with the other. So it's just like I don't have the ability to like just tune out the world and listen to an audiobook or finish a book in a day. Like, I wish I could. I would love to, but I also am not a fast reader. Like, I read slow because I really want to absorb everything in the book that I'm reading. If not, I won't remember. You know what I mean? It'll go in one part of the head and out the other. It just won't stick. So I read really slow. I always have. But I wish that I read as fast as some of these people read. I mean, ugh. Just to be able to absorb a story that fast would be great, but I just don't have that capability. Other people do, I don't. I'm just keeping it real. It'll take me like 2 days to read a book if I'm consistently reading, but with the interruptions and the kids, it takes me a little longer than that. But yes, so I'm reading this book. I'm halfway through. It's so good. I really like it. It starts off a little sad, like it talks about their childhood, and it's really like dark in the beginning and depressing. But so I don't know. For those of you that have read the book, I'm thinking Dorian is Dougan, which is Fairy or Farah's childhood, first love, which they like make vows to each other that they're married, and then he tries to save her from something that's happening to her by someone at the orphanage that they're staying at, and he ends up committing a crime and being taken away basically, and she ends up going to live her life separated from him, and they've made this pact, that they were close, they only really had each other, and so she goes on to live her life saying that she's a widow and she's married to him. These were just like vows that they took together. They weren't really married. They were very young, I think like 15 or 13 when they make these vows. She was 13 and he was 15, something like that. But he called her his fairy, but her name is Farah. So anyway, so it goes on to show like many years later, there's like this highwayman that's arrested, and he's the blacksmith of Ben Row, the Black Heart of Ben Moore. That's his name, Dorian. But they keep giving you like little hints that it could be Dougan, and I'm thinking it is Dougan, but he's lying to her, and I'm not sure why he's lying to her. It looks like while he was away from her, he was like kind of like in a prison and was like tortured and had like all these really, really horrific, horrible things happen to him. And I'm thinking maybe that might have something to do with why he's not being upfront with her. I'm not 100% sure if he is Dugan, because the story that he gives her is like Dugan died, which we kind of already know before he tells her that Dugan died, but it almost like confirms that he's dead. But then you're like, is he really dead? Is this guy really Dugan and he's playing like he's not? I don't know. It's getting good. And they just got married because they made like another pact. So they keep having these like pacts and these like marriages. So I don't know. Seems like something's going on there. But it's really, really good. Like the writing is quick. It's not overly descriptive. Like it's a nice flow. Really nice flow. I'm loving it so far. So I'm gonna do a little video when I'm finished to let you guys know how I rate it, what I thought about it, and you know, maybe I'll start the next one. I might download it on my Kindle if this turns out to be as good as I think it's gonna be, or I might pick up a Tessa Dare. I'll let you guys you know, choose which one of my next books I'll be reading. All right guys, check it out. I'll let you know how it goes. Hello book lovers. So I'm back. I finished the book and I rated a 4.5 out of 5. I thought the book was amazing. I really enjoyed Dorian's character. I really loved Farah's commitment to Dugan, even though they had been years without seeing each other. I loved the twists, and the plot was really, really good. It wasn't your standard plot. I think it stayed true to keeping Dorian that dark, mysterious, tortured lover that everybody falls in love with because he is just that protector that everybody wants. So I think this book was great. I love the way the ending tied in with her part of the bargain that she asked for, and it just made like a beautiful ending of the story. So yes, I would rate this a 4.5 out of 5. This book was great. I definitely want to read the next book. It's actually about Christopher. He was the assassin that helped Dorian kill the evil Mr. Warrington. Argent, Christopher Argent. He has the next story, and it looks like it's going to be really good. It's called The Hunter, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure if my next book is going to be a Tessa Dare, or I might do a contemporary romance. You might hear my 2 dogs right here. Boys, say hi guys. I'm not sure what my next book is going to be, but I will leave 3 choices down below. You guys can tell me what you think, or maybe I'll start something before and then that'll be my next book. But I do have some contemporaries, and I have a ton of historical. I actually just purchased another eBay haul. Really should not be buying any more books because I have maybe 60, I think I counted 60 something historical romances that are brand new that I haven't read. Maybe like 30 or something contemporary mass market paperbacks, and I have probably like over 100 contemporaries and young adult, new adult, and paranormal romance books that I haven't read, and they're literally on my shelf. So I have a lot of reading. I'm also reading arcs. I have 2 arcs that I'm reading right now by 2 amazing authors. One is really, really good. So even though I've been reading this book, I have also been reading the arc along with it, even though this is like this was my main focus because it was so good and it just like sucked me in from the beginning. So yeah, this book is definitely good. If you haven't read it, The Highwayman by Kerrigan Byrne, I highly suggest you do. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below. Thanks for following. Talk to you later.